Good morning. You do not just copy a poem from somewhere else. You just you choose words haphazardly. So it's a kind of self-evaluation. It's really important for you to evaluate yourself. So again, it's on the classroom, the Google Classroom. I just sent you, and with the link and the passcode and everything, you just upload your assignment, your poem, with answering the questions. And at the same time, you will be including the rubric. So yes, sir, thank you so much. You're done your work, but you forgot to upload your rubric. So please put it, because it has a mark too. Okay. All right. Everyone, can you start by telling a story? I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes to write down in the chat box a story, a very short story. Look at that, how tough it is. It's gonna be only in 2, maximum 3 lines. A story that is a tough assignment. I know it's only 5 minutes for you to start with, to have a kind of thinking. Only a story. Every one of you is supposed to write me in the chat box for everyone to see a story that is maximum of 3 lines. Your time starts now. 5 minutes. Okay, are you back? How do I put it? Okay. I said how many lines? 3 lines. Okay, guys, would you prefer to watch how before you write? I can tell you like a very short story. Like if I say she was crying and she saw the puppet, ate her sandwich, and finally smiled. So just to look at the very few words, it is a story. It is a very short story. I know it is not easy to just write a very short story like of 1 line or few words. However, the aim of this exercise is to get you the main elements of any story, whether it is 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, or a whole novel. Okay, so I would like to share with you a funny story first, like something like, let's say, similar to what I want you to do. And after that, we'll do the exercise just in case you wanted to get inspired or to get some idea how to create a short story. It's nothing much. It's not like something you're gonna like, write in details. It's very simple, very short thing, okay? So let's watch it. A short story. Okay, here we go. Let me share sound. This one. Okay, just let's look at the very short, small story that you are going to imitate in a minute.
Once upon a time, there was a person coming to a new village, relocating, and he was wondering if he would like it there. So he went to a Zen master and asked, "Do you think I will like it in this village? Are the people nice?" The master asked back, "How were the people in the town where you came from?" "They were nasty and greedy. They were angry and lived for cheating and stealing," said the newcomer. "Those are exactly the type of people we have in this village," said the master. A day later, another newcomer to the village visited the master and asked the same question. To which the master asked, "How were the people in the town where you come from?" "They were sweet and lived in harmony. They cared for one another and for the land. They respected each other, and they were seekers of spirit," he replied. "Well, those are exactly the type of people we have in this village," said the master. You see, in life, in your life, whatever you see in the world will see in you. See hope, see good, see love, and the world will see the same in you. But if you only see the nasty and greedy part of people, that is what they will see in you. So be good to the world, and the world will be good to you. Give love to the world, and the world will give love to you. This is Dare to Do Motivation Stories. Thanks for watching.
Okay, hope you liked the story. Just a comment in the chat box. Tell me what you think. What do you think of this short story? You can write, you like it, you understand that nice story. Okay, thank you, Larine. Very good. So the story, as you can see in this module or unit 2, we will be focusing on short stories. So we'll be discussing the elements of a story, how to even how to write a story and how to analyze a story, how to understand a story. So you just seen now in this very short story is a very simple thing. It's a story of a boy who went to a village because he wanted to change the old village. He was not happy with the old village because the people were angry and the people were not so kind. So when he went to the new village, what do you expect? He will. We expected that he will also be looking at the new people the same way he looked at the old people in the old city. So the moral, the lesson of this story is to do what you expect the people to do to you. If you want people to be nice to you, just start by being nice. If you want the people to look at you like in a positive way, you also need to look in a positive way. As simple as that. Any story must have a message to convey to readers, whether it is like for fun. Even they don't have to tell you a moral. A moral is a lesson. So some stories have to give you a lesson, or they wanted to give you a principle. They wanted to give you an idea. Or some stories, they just tell what is happening, just copying facts without any interpretation, okay? Some other stories, they give you aim for, an aim for something. They wanted to tell a story of people who fight for something, or a story of success, or a story of sadness. Any of those could be there. So the very simple example I gave you a minute ago, which is like, she was crying and then she ate her sandwich and then she was laughing. As simple as that. This is a story. When I give you the very short story of the little girl who was crying and then finally she's eating her sandwich and finally she's happy, what do you understand from this story? What do you think I want to tell you? What is the message? You can write in the chat box. What do you think the message is? Just write in the chat box. What do you think the message of the very short story? I'm going to write it to you here. So this is everyone. Where is everyone here? Okay. I'm going to say okay. The little girl was crying. Then finally, okay, then she is eating her finally she is happy again. Okay. And she is okay. As simple as that. Like, look at that. It could be only one line. The little girl was crying, then she is eating her sandwich. Finally, she's happy again. And when you have a short story style, all styles are okay, as we will see later on when we move on in the unit. You will see that, yes, you can definitely write in your own style because you have a certain message you want to tell. So can you figure out those few words? What is the message I wanted to tell you in this very short story? Just write down in the chat box. What do you think? I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes to think it over. Any ideas are correct ideas, remember? Don't worry about, is it right? Is it wrong? Is it correct? Is it the same thing? It doesn't matter because it all depends on how you interpret it. So these few lines, what is the message I wanted to tell you? Take 5 and write down your interpretation. If you are not so comfortable to share your writing in the chat box, send it to me private text if you're not so happy or confident or so. But I need to see some response, please. Okay. Are we back? So thank you for those who sent me in private. I wonder why not everybody's, you need to tell me if you are following up and if you do understand, because that will help me to go on, okay? So I really need your participation in class. I know that this is a type of more of a lecture type, but at least show me that you are following up. So let me tell you, is this a story about hunger? Is this a story about poverty, a poor girl, or is it about rich people? Is it about poor people? You can just write one word. It is about poor people, about hungry people. Can you write that in the chat box, everyone? Are you here? Everyone, are you here? Ahmed? Can you respond, Ahmed? Jawad? Larine, are you here, Larine?